Welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith.
And this is Chris.
And today we are reviewing the much anticipated movie, Speed. Speed 1.
From all the way back in 1994. Yeah, because there's a couple.
There's two, right? There's only two. Tell me there's only two. I only know of two people. So
Let's see. I see Speed.
I haven't seen this.
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Cruise Control.
And I think that's it.
So, they only needed a Speed 1. Either way.
Oh, Sandra Bullock's in it. She's the holdover character.
Yeah, she stayed.
Good for
Keanu
her.
did not. No. So it's funny. I was waiting to tell you while we were on here. What?
That's right. I looked it up last time. Who was in the second one? It's Willem Dafoe, Temuera Morrison. I like it.
In Speed 2?
Yeah.
All those.
Boba Fett and
The Green
the
Goblin.
fucking Green Goblin
And then Sandy.
and Sandra Bullock.
And who's the other? Who's the main character? Scott something.
Jason Patrick.
Jason Patrick. I don't know. He was in something though.
Same.
He was in like Terminator or something.
Yeah, I think we looked it up last time too.
Did we?
Lost Boys.
I've never seen
Lost Boys.
I don't know what that
Speed 2.
is.
And
Top critics.
a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, but I don't know who he is.
It's probably in an episode of SVU or something because everybody.
I couldn't tell you what it looks like. I mean, probably. Let me see. Never seen this character. Brown to dark hair,
Yes.
chiseled jaw, white,
Yes.
young, ish.
I mean, this photo, who knows? Who's to say?
Yeah, I mean, he was young at the time. Chiseled jaw, pointy nose. I mean, I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, it's,
Keith, this was the fucking Guess Who board. You want to knock this dude down like 6 times because that's what he fucking looks like right there. That's exactly. The only thing he didn't say was like blue eyes.
I was going to say blue eyes. I didn't want to get too carried away. But in my head, I was like, blue eyes. I was like, no, Keith, no.
Pretty dreamy.
That's gonna trip you up. But I was like, who do you think I'm describing? Jason Patrick or Chris Pine or Chris Pratt or Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Richards.
Or Chris Richards.
No.
Or any of the
No,
Chris's.
no.
Chris Loki, whatever his real name is. But yeah. I don't know his name. But you're trying to think of his name?
Loki. Chris Loki.
No, I was just joking. Loki though.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah. He doesn't look like any of those, to be fair.
He kind of looks like Jason Patrick a little bit.
I'm about to say, in King Kong, he definitely looked like every other Chris. Because, like, as Loki, he has, like, long, dark hair.
Yeah.
He has, like, darker features. But as, was it King Kong?
Yeah, it's Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, with Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely looked like a regular Chris. I was like, okay, I see it. I mean, he's Tom Hiddleston, but I see it. I see what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'd let him join the club. That I'm also a member of.
Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't mad about it. But no, so you know how you said that Sandy and Keanu and their love interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
It came out a couple years ago that they were talking to Keanu. He was like, "Oh, I was in love with Sandra Bullock, but she didn't like me, so we never dated or anything." Next interview, someone was like, "Sandy, this is what blah blah." She goes, "I loved him. He didn't like me." I was like, "We could have had the most perfect baby, a Keanu Sandy Bullock baby."
Ships in the night.
I was like, "Bruh, come on." They were just afraid to talk to each other. You guys kissed. You guys didn't talk while you're down there? Nothing? Come on. Come on. I thought every movie sequence where people were kissing or fake having sex or whatever, that they actually like, let's take some back suggestion. We'll see what happens.
They at least had some kind of chemistry.
I mean, that's what happened to Brad Pitt, right? Like in Angelina Jolie. And now look at them. Divorced, but 6 kids later.
Yeah, it worked out.
Worked all over. I mean, she stopped fucking her brother, or cousin, or whoever she was fucking.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, she dated her cousin or brother for a bit. And then she ended up dating her, like, stepdad. Yeah. Her stepdad was the old man. What was the old man she dated? No, her stepdad is Christopher Walken or something like that. He's like an old dude like that. But she dated
You talking about Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, she
the Tomb Raider.
She dated the guy from Sling Blade. I can't think of his name.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. Yep.
Okay.
She had a vial of blood in a chain on her neck.
Of his blood.
Of his blood. And before that, she dated her like half brother or brother or something like that.
It's fucked up.
She had a fucked up family. And like I said, her stepdad's like either Christopher Walken or like some old dude like that, like some old dude in Hollywood. Doesn't talk to him because the strained relationship. Probably she fucked him. I don't know.
Francis Ford Coppola.
I wish.
She also related. Is she?
I mean, she
Nick
did.
Cage's brother?
She fake fucked Nicolas Cage. So, in Gone in 60 Seconds, which was a great fucking movie. It's a great movie.
I feel like I've seen that.
It's an amazing movie. It's racing.
It's about.
But there's no fucking race in it, by the way.
I thought
It's like Fast and Furious.
it was about stealing cars.
It is.
Okay.
Same thing with Fast and Furious. Again, because they came out at the same time. They came out on the same. Fast and Furious 1 and Gone in 60 Seconds. It's like one of those movies where, oh, this is the same movie, just different. You know, it's like what's that called? Friends with Benefits and that other fucking movie where it was basically about two friends who were friends forever, but then they end up having sex. Like, one was Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, and the other was Lady Thor and Ashton Kutcher. They both made the same exact movie.
I have no idea.
It's so basically what it is the guy you work with, they shop around. they shop around screenplays.
Okay.
And the studio goes, we don't want it. Then they take the idea, not the screenplay. They're like, that's a good idea, but they don't want to bring this guy along. So then all of a sudden, you get two movies come out the same year that are about the same exact thing: Megamind and the Minions, or what was it called before the Minions?
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me, same thing, because both had Minions, both came out the same year. There's so many movies like that. I'm trying to think of another one that was really because one movie used ants and bugs.
I was gonna say Ants. The movie I saw, which again was Ants.
Yeah.
Not A Bug's Life, which is a much better film.
Which is a much better film.
And it is, because A Bug's Life
is
here comes a little rant from me. A Bug's Life is very underappreciated in the Pixar movies.
It is, but it comes back around every time people talk about taking over the government. Not January 6th style, but like because that's one
because they outnumber
where he goes. He does like the little whatever seed. He is like, if you just have one, does nothing. But what if you? That comes up every time. They're like, see, this could be us, but y'all don't want to. All right, shut up. They have a tank. Fuck off. But anywho.
Yeah, I was going to say the grasshoppers didn't have guns.
Yeah.
Or bombs. Or training on how to use guns and bombs and dogs.
Yeah.
And bees. And dogs with the bees in their mouth. When they bark, they shoot bees at you.
What is that, Family Guy?
Simpsons. That's what this is. What are you going to do? Release the dogs or the bees? Or the dogs with bees in their mouths? When they bark, they shoot bees at you?
Hilarious.
Release the robotic Richard Simmons.
Yeah, like I said, there's a ton of movies. There's a movie about a president. About Deep Rising or something like that. I think it's called Deep Impact and something Rising. It's both about to hit the planet. There's a black president. Like one's Morgan Freeman. I forget who the other guy is. But the one with Morgan Freeman did better in the movies, and the other one didn't. So it's like it happens every year. These movies are all the same. The two Hercules movies that came out the same year, the one with The Rock and the one that was better without The Rock.
The Rock one. I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. The Rock one sucked.
Never watched it, but I heard it was terrible.
It was a bummer.
And I heard the other one was better, but nobody saw it.
I didn't see it.
So, I mean, of course not. Why would I see it?
To be fair, I didn't go to see the Rock one.
Of course not.
It was that and the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles back to back at the drive-in.
Ooh.
So
I love a good drive-in.
I had to sit through the Hercules to get to the Ninja Turtles.
That's fair.
And
it's usually how it works.
It was worth it. It was worth it for me.
Yeah. Good and terrible.
in the reverse
order. Yeah. Yeah, no, and like I said, I love that. When I see movies, I'm like, this is the same fucking movie. And then, like I said, I learned this years ago. It's like, because what they do, like I said, they shop around these scripts, and people are like, we don't want your script. And then they're like, hey, write this script. But they don't give them all the detail because they don't know it. And also, they can't take everything, but they know a little bit. And that's why it's always different. I'm like, so just stealing, basically. But like I said, Megamind and Despicable Me, because that's why Megamind did better or didn't do as well, because Despicable Me had better marketing and stuff.
Oh god, they had the fucking minions.
Yeah, and so did Blue Magic. What's it called? Megamind. They had minions too.
Did he?
Yeah, the little robots. My minions, and the one that bit him on the hand. Yeah, those are minions. Yeah,
wasn't that what's his name? Wasn't that David Cross's character's name? Was his name Minion?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Same.
I forget. It's been a minute since we watched it.
You're right, but I think he also called them his minions too. I think he just everybody who's below. Which makes sense.
I'd rather watch Megamind.
Megamind was so much better. And I love Despicable Me. Do not get me wrong. Especially the sequels are great as well. 2 and 3, hilarious.
I never really gave them a chance just because I found the minions to be so fucking annoying.
Yeah, but once you get past all that.
They just keep making more of them, though.
Now they're making the Minion movies.
Yeah, so they're getting their own movies. I'm like, come on.
That's a little tough. But I've seen it. It's not terrible. But also, and then also some of the voices that are in it are like in the third one, Kristen Wiig was in it. This is around the time she was big, like really big, like after Bridesmaids and stuff. And I really enjoyed 3. 2, I don't know the guy who does the voice for 2, but he's hilarious. But whatever. Either way, Speed. By the way, we're drinking slushies. I'm almost done with mine. Black cherry.
Delightful.
It is really good. It was a good choice. It's a good choice.
And it was a good slushie.
Yeah, it was
by our resident slushie chef, Keith.
99 out of 100 is still 99 out of 100. I'm not perfect. I'm not fake Jesus. Get over here, fat Jesus.
Come on up here, handsome. Not you. Get back, fat Jesus.
All right. We'll be right back with the cast with Young Chris. Hold on, please. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. All right, welcome back. We are going to go with the cast of Speed.
I'm on.
With Young Chris.
All right. Speed. All right, first off, as the bus, we've got... Nah, I'm just kidding. Keanu Reeves is the bus.
Auto A bus.
God damn it.
Same.
All right, Keanu Reeves as Jack Traven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Jack Travis, but I saw it today. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know.
Dennis Hopper, star of the Super Mario Brothers movie. You might know him as Koopa. If you're nasty.
Stop it.
As Howard Payne. That's the most fucking villain name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Honestly. Unless we're talking about Major Payne. In which case that movie was hilarious.
That's also a great movie.
Sandra Bullock as Annie. No last name. Joe Morton. Okay. Yep, as Captain Not Vince McMahon. Also Cyborg's father of the Cyborg in the Justice League. Jeff Daniels as Harry.
Wasn't he Harry?
I was just gonna say it wasn't. Yeah, because Jim Carrey was Lloyd Christmas.
Yep, that's facts.
That's fucked up. All right, Jeff Daniels as Harry.
You got a good job.
Alan Ruck as Stevens. I don't ever remember them saying his name or him saying his own name. But it's young Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Glenn Plummer as Jaguar owner. I wrote Toon Man because that's what his license plate said.
Same. He's in my favorite movie.
Who?
Plummer.
Sorry, what movie?
Let me think what it's called.
He's in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
Nope. Go ahead, I'll find it.
Richard Linebeck as Norwood. Beth Grant as that dumb bitch Helen. Hawthorne James as Sam the bus driver. Carlos Carrasco as Ortiz, or what they call him, Gigantor.
Gigantor.
That's okay. Daniel Villarreal as Ray. Oh, you're not important. You're not important. You're not important. Patrick Fischler as guy who looks like a young Eugene Levy. It's those eyebrows. There's really no one else. Oh, sorry. John Capodice as Bob. I recognize him as that piece of shit cop from the first James Ventura, Ace Ventura movie. He was a Guado. Yeah. And he got blowed up real good in this movie.
Real fucking good. Okay, I figured it out. I'll tell you the movie, but first I'll tell you, and I knew this because I've seen Speed 2. Toon Man is also in Speed 2. By the way.
Nice.
Yep. I was like, oh, they brought the guy back. And they brought Sandy back, and they didn't bring Keanu back. And I was like, I mean, come on, guys. And it was a worse movie. Showgirls.
Okay.
He was in Showgirls. And it is my favorite movie because when I was younger, I was like, you know why I'm watching it. Then, because everybody was naked in it. And a young Gina Gershon, she's in it. The chick from Saved by the Bell, she's in it. You've heard of this movie, right?
Yeah.
Showgirls. Elizabeth Berkley, I think her name is. So she did Saved by the Bell, and then she did Showgirls. And everybody was like, oh, she was like a, Hollywood darling, like very straight-laced. Then she did Showgirls, and they were like, and then that was her career. And I was like, oh, crazy. But I loved it. I was like, yes, because Gina Gershon was like I loved her. She was amazing. And then I watched it when I wasn't supposed to. I was a child. And then I started watching it unironically for just the movie. It is a terrible movie. The acting is... Elizabeth Berkley cannot act to save her life in this movie. I don't even care about the nudity. I just love watching it. It's a fucking crazy movie. Like, it's a crazy, ridiculous... It's all ridiculous. It's about showgirls. It's basically about the way the ballet is. Like, if you ever seen Black Swan. Basically, Gina Gershon is the top showgirl. She gets hurt. And then Elizabeth Berkley comes on, and she's the top one. And so she's trying to... And then someone tries to sabotage her. It's a whole thing. And it's like, this is great drama. There's a couple boob or two.
Or three.
Well, I'll save that one for,
Total Recall. There it is. Okay. That's about it for the cast, except for I want to mention Sandy Martin was one of the bartenders. Didn't even see her in the movie, but she's on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She's fucking hilarious on that. She plays Mac's mom. And then Richard Schiff was the train driver who gets shot in the back. He was my boy Eddie Carr in fucking Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World. Dude that gets ripped in half by the T-Rexes. He's using the Jeep to save everybody's fucking life.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, didn't recognize him.
That definitely
Because
did.
I'm pretty sure he was like a lot thinner in this movie.
He had a lot more hair in this movie. Because I remember that guy being bald.
Mm-hmm. He is
in Jurassic Park 2.
He is, but I think he was bald as the train driver, but I just think he was like just thinner.
Really?
I think.
Maybe you might be right.
Maybe he had a hat on. I don't know. But I didn't recognize him as that.
Yeah, he had a train conductor hat on.
Yeah, he was my boy Eddie Carr with that fucking trank gun and the high hide and the Jeep.
That he didn't stay up in.
No, because he had to go save everybody.
Well, he didn't.
Also, no one stayed in that fucking thing because Jeff Goldblum went up there with his daughter with him, and the T-Rexes came, and then you're like, I should get out of this thing, huh?
I thought it was high enough.
Right, but like for some reason, like they didn't trust it. She was in the Jeep with them. She's like, I want to be up somewhere high. I want to be somewhere high. And so Jeff Goldblum takes her up on the end of the thing with Eddie, and then he jumps over the fucking side. Jeff Goldblum does with like his little rope things. Like he didn't squeeze hard enough, and he fucking falls to the ground. I think he leaves her up there.
He does.
Because then he goes down and he's like, I gotta save everybody. And he gets fucking ate up. He's a good man.
Sucks.
He died so that Vince Vaughn could live.
He was good in this movie, though.
He was.
He wasn't funny at all.
No.
But he was good.
Vince Vaughn lived because of him. Jeff Goldblum lived because of him.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah. The person who I can almost never remember.
It's okay.
Until I can.
We were playing Heads Up the other day, and Lydia was like, the redhead, you know who I'm talking about? I'm like, no idea. I was like, Emma Stone. She goes, no. The other, I was like, Little Mermaid. She was, no, I was like, Haley Bailey.
Ron Howard.
She goes, who's Haley Bailey? I was like, The Little Mermaid. She was like, I thought it was Holly. I was like, oh yeah, it is. I like Haley Bailey better.
Famous redheads. Ron Howard.
Ron, yeah. Ron. And his daughter, the high heel girl. Anyway. All right. This is my turn with the plot.
Yes.
The plot of Speed. There's a bus in a world, because I'm pretty sure that was a trailer. He did all those trailers
in a world where the buses can't slow down.
I'm pretty sure verbatim.
A certain bus will have to go fast.
Yeah. So basically, it's about Dennis Hopper as Dennis Hopper.
Where's my pizza?
He
make it spicy.
Is a retired police officer who believes he deserves more money than a pension and a gold watch. And he used to be a bomb tech, and he lost like half his. No, he lost one.
He lost a thumb.
He lost a thumb. Which, don't get me wrong, if I lost my thumb, I'd be upset too.
I'd be pissed too, but
yeah.
I wouldn't go blowing up.
But also, I wouldn't be a bomb squad tech, so there's that.
Oh hell no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's way too dangerous. I might lose a thumb.
I might lose. Well, that reminded me of something.
We're both getting there.
What does that remind me of? It's like, oh no, I definitely would do that. I might do this, and I was, yeah. I feel like it's like The Office or something. But anyway, so then Jack, Keanu Reeves, saves the day. Keanu Reeves saves the day the first time. They think he's dead. It's a 2-hour movie. He's not. So he comes back and decides to blow up a bus. The rules of the bus is you can't take anybody off the bus, you can't unload any passengers off the bus, and the bus cannot go below 50 miles an hour. Once it hits 50 miles an hour, it is armed and is ready to blow, and there's enough C4 to put a hole in the world, as they always say. Mm-hmm. And that is the plot of this entire movie. And let me tell you, it's a ride. It is a ride. It's a non-stop bus ride. Next stop, Satisfaction.
Ooh. It's a non-stop bus ride.
Same.
Next stop, Satisfaction.
There you go.
Coming soon to home video.
Cue the Val Venus thing.
Hello, ladies.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Valdez team got me hyped up every time, though. That saxophone?
Oh, I
Baby.
know. I had the CD. I had the soundtrack. I had the WWF soundtrack. Oh, man. I tried not to play his as much because, like, I had a boom box. And I was like, I'm not up here doing anything. It's just...
Love it. Yeah, who would play that?
This Red Shoe Diary music. I'm sorry.
Who would play, like, sexy music for themselves? I don't know. Not me.
A horny ass teenager?
I guess, yeah. Let me put some candles on, draw the curtains, fire up the old laptop, turn the lights down low.
I'm not saying I've done any of this.
Put on some...
But I'm not saying I've done
Put on
any
some
of this.
sexy sax music and just beat the shit out of myself.
Sounds like a Saturday night. Now we call it self-care. But
Well,
either
you know, hey. self something.
Either let's get to the likes of this 1994 movie. I'll let you go first.
1994.
I know, like that's the thing. I'm thinking about these movies.
I was 6.
That's what I'm saying. I was 10. No, I wasn't. Fuck. The fuck was my math at?
I was 6 at the oldest.
I was 8. I'm like, where's my math at? I'm literally, you know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you how stupid I just. This is how people fuck up math. I feel like I'm a math genius, but not today. I said, 94 minus 4. Okay.
90.
That's 4 years. And I was born in 86. 6 plus 4, 10. Easy. Why did I do that? I don't know.
Not quite. Not quite.
Close.
Yes. But also. Less.
Okay. But anywho, I'll let you go first.
Okay. First for me, obvious, it has to be Dennis Hopper.
Gotta be Dennis Hopper.
Has to be.
He was great in this movie.
He murdered somebody within the first 30 seconds of this fucking movie. That dude approached him in the basement or elevator shaft, whatever the fuck he was. Stabbed him right in the ear with a knife. Nothing personal, kid.
Yeah. You're fucking up my shit, bro. Listen. Again, another reason why I don't want to be a security guard. I don't want to be taken out.
They always get killed.
I don't want to be like a security guard at a bank and they're like, take out the security guard first. I don't have a gun. You're good. I'm not going to stop you. It's not my money. Why are you here? A check. Literally, I don't care about this money.
Security guys always get killed.
Yeah, that's why people ask me, like, you should be a security guard. For whom?
I rewatched Black Panther the other night. All the security guards in the museum got killed. The one is like, oh, you can get out of here. Shoots him in the fucking back. Andy Serkis shoots his ass in the fucking back. Gollum shoots a man in the back.
He was corrupted like Smeagol.
Let me do the Tolkien references, okay?
Just watched that episode. That episode just went off right before you got there.
It's like Gollum. Or he could be corrupted like Smeagol. Okay. All right. Let's leave the Tolkien references to me, okay, Tim?
You ever seen Saw? I've seen Saw. Me and Mo see Saw all the time. Oh, the movie Saw. Oh, yeah. Almost as fun as the Seesaw. We do
Saw all the time.
what they did in Saw. What? You want him to cut off his leg? Anywho.
See Saw all the time. No, Dennis Hopper. Stabbed that dude right in the ear. Killed him. Killed him dead.
See?
He
got dead.
Sets up possibly the most extravagant hostage situation you can think of until the next one. But when he gets like just some random people, apparently just random people in an elevator, because it was never stated that any of them wronged him or owed him money or did anything kicked his dog or anything. Just random people in an elevator that he rigged to shit with explosives. Elevator blows up for one, small explosions, drops it several floors, stops. If anybody tries to mess with it, I'll blow it up some more. Unless you give me $3 million.
3.7.
Yes. How do you land on that figure?
I assume it has something to do with his pension and his disability thing because he lost a thumb.
No more hitchhiking for him.
Because there's always a specific number. There was a movie called Ransom? No, not that movie. There's a movie called... Fuck. No, it's not called Ransom. Ransom had Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts in it. And he was like a retired cop, but he was crazy. Like he is now.
He was a retired anti-Semite.
Oh, shit.
Except he didn't retire from the anti-Semitism.
It's insane. But he was in a movie where he was a con man. Him and I can't think of what the other guy's in, but he was a con man, and he gets double crossed by the con man and the con man and Mel Gibson's wife. So Mel Gibson's wife, Mel Gibson, and the other con man are all together. Then Mel Gibson gets double crossed by them two. They end up, falling in love or whatever.
That bitch.
Yeah, same. And of course, Mel Gibson doesn't die. They thought he's dead. He doesn't die. He comes back, and he goes, and then he starts shaking out mob bosses throughout the town, right? Hilarious. It's the funniest movie. And he goes, he's like, your boy owes me some money. He's like, how much you want? He's like, he owes me $42,700. He's like, that's it? Like, all of my brothers were like, that's it? He's like, yes, that's it. He's like, all right, I'll give you $1 million to leave me. I don't want $1 million. I want $42,700. Like, that was his whole thing. He's like, I just want what's mine. I don't want anything extra, and definitely nothing less. I think it's stupid, but principle, I guess.
Fair, yeah.
I don't live my life off principle. I can be bought in a second.
Make an offer.
I mean,
someone.
That's why we have jobs. I can be bought. There's people that I can never be bought. You have a job.
There it is. There it is.
You're bought for $12 an hour.
Whatever your wage is. Whatever your living wage or your salary or whatever it is. Yeah. You've been bought.
You've been bought.
And sold.
The same. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Dennis Hopper is a fucking lunatic in this movie.
Same.
He blows up the elevator to stop it. Blows a fucking hole in the bottom of it. A woman immediately almost falls out of it, which I thought was hilarious.
Great.
And it's like, grab her. It took like, 9 people to pull this like tiny woman up through this fucking hole that her legs were just dangling out of.
I realized that people are just dead weight people. Like, they just be like, oh, I'm falling.
Oh.
Like, they don't even like try to help themselves. They just be like, all right, pull me up. I'm not going to do anything.
Someone get me.
Dead weight is heavy.
Get me.
Same.
I'm dying. But no, he...
Throw me!
He blows up the fucking elevator. So Keanu and Jeff Daniels get up on top of it. Dennis Hopper doesn't like that. Hits the button, says, don't fuck with daddy. blows the fucking elevator out. Drops it down again. And they get everybody off of it. That one, I thought somebody was gonna get fucking cut in half. I really did. I thought it was gonna be like a Total Recall situation where someone's arms are just gonna get ripped off or something. I had my hopes. My hopes were dashed.
Yeah, fair.
But I was very tense that whole time. I was like, someone's gonna get cut in half.
There is a great movie that does have that.
Total Recall.
Resident Evil.
The first one.
Yeah.
To be fair.
But have you seen the 5th one?
Yes. Not in a long time.
Oh, so good.
But yes.
You should watch them again. When Chris Redman shows up, money.
Oh, when Chris Redfield shows up and they keep him in a box the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Then that's all I got.
Why even have him in there?
Jill Valentine comes back. She's mind control too. It's a great.
At least that. Oh, there's one thing that happens in the games that they put in the movie.
Well, what about Alice?
Yeah. Everyone's favorite video game character. Mila Jovovich. Just like everyone's favorite character from the Mario movie who's in all the games. Bowser's wife. Koopa's wife, the bitch who pulled a knife on Daisy. Yeah, that didn't happen. She doesn't exist.
But Yoshi.
Yoshi looked good.
Sorry, I interrupted your.
Yoshi looked good. But no, Dennis Hopper, don't fuck with Daddy, stabs dude in the ear, rigs, and then the main event, rigs up the bus. That, for one, apparently he anticipated Keanu Reeves getting on this one bus, which is what I took away from it. He was like, oh, hey, you forgot your muffin. Comes back to get his muffins, steps outside, the bus he was about to get on fucking explodes. That's what I took away from it.
No. He had his car, remember? That was his truck.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He wasn't
so he's just blowing up random buses then.
Yeah, because he knew the guy. He was stalking him out a little bit, even though it was like the next day. But yeah.
Yeah, so he sets up one bus to explode just to send a message.
Yeah.
And then he's...
Kill Bob.
Fuck Bob.
God damn it,
Because
Bob!
he blew up Bob. Then I'd lose 30 pounds. Porking his wife. That's who he was. But yeah, then he sets up the main event bus with at least 2 bombs.
A couple.
Because he has the main bomb that will go off if the bus drops below 50 miles an hour. Then he has the secondary bomb that goes off when that stupid old bitch Helen decides, I gotta get off this bus.
That was a step bomb.
Yeah.
That was step 1.
I don't know what was special about that one, because a lot of people went in and off of that bus, and she was like, I gotta get off this bus.
She was the only one who tried to get off.
Yeah, a man was shot.
Yeah, he
got off because he had been shot.
All right.
Helen never would have made it. She died.
Yeah, she didn't make it. She never would have.
She tried to get off the thing, and the explosion didn't kill her. Apparently, from the sound of it, the explosion went off, and she fell through or off of the step, and then the bus fucking hit her. The bus hit her.
There was no way. She was too old to survive any fall off.
Oh yeah, a stiff breeze would have taken out Helen. But a fucking bus took out Helen instead. Dennis Hopper is a crazy motherfucker. He rigged up 2 buses, an elevator, his own home to explode.
He also had 2 bulletproof vests. I mean, not bulletproof, bomb vests. Mm-hmm. He was ready.
Yeah, he had one on himself at the beginning of the movie. He put one on Sandra Bullock at the end of the movie. He had his handheld dead man switch bomb that apparently also doubled as a nice set of brass knuckles because he's just punching the shit out of Keanu with it. That shit wasn't going off. He had his nice one-handed submachine gun, and he was just unhinged. Honestly, it was great. He's drinking those bottle cokes up like it was a hot summer day, and he missed out on them putting the tape on the bus because he had to go take a leak from all those cokes. Yep. And that white bread sandwich went right through him. But no, that's my first I know it went really long, but Dennis Hopper, he's Koopa. He's King Koopa, and I can't be mad at him. I liked him. Don't fuck with Daddy.
Well, it was great.
Put him on the list to begin with. And I was like, there has to be more like this. Oh, and he got his fucking head taken off.
Yeah, well,
he's shooting at Keanu Reeves through the train as Keanu Reeves is on the roof, and he's like, fuck it. And then it's just on the bus, on top of the train.
Well, he ran away. He was like, I'm coming.
Yeah, but he was just instantly right behind him. Keanu Reeves like, what the fuck is that? And there's an old man army crawling. Yeah, I said, fuck. There's an old man army crawling up behind him and just starts wailing on him.
Fucking Angela.
Yes. Fuck. Yeah, just wailing on him.
Keanu really looked back like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, it's probably nothing. It's just some train noises. Whatever it was. And nope. It's an old fucking dinosaur man. It's fucking King Koopa coming up to beat your ass.
Yeah, that was one of my likes too. So I agree.
He was great.
Let me see. My first one of my favorite sayings. Pop quiz, hot shot.
Yep.
Love it. It's the best. Is it because Jeff Daniels says it first, Keanu says it next, and then Dennis Hopper says it the rest of the fucking movie. He doesn't not say it again. He says it every single time. Every single time he talks to Keanu, every single time he looks at Keanu, he's like, pop quiz, hot shot. Hilarious. You took They were doing some kind of like mental gymnastics while they were waiting to defuse a bomb. Harry and Keanu.
Lloyd.
Yeah. Samsonite. Anywho, I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. But yeah, like pop quiz. If you have whatever the fuck they're talking about, because none of that mattered to me. But once Dennis Hopper started saying pop quiz, the best thing I've ever heard.
I think Keanu said it to Sandra Bullock before he knew who she was at the end. He's like, pop quiz, you got a hair trigger pointed at you. What do you do?
What do you do?
And she fucking turns
Turn
around.
the fuck around. Like he was cussing at her and he's like, oh no. The acting in this was stellar. I just want to throw that out there. By stellar, I mean, I love it.
It was there.
I love it. Could I have done better? Probably. But I love it.
I'd like to think I could have done at least as well.
No, I couldn't have done better.
What's the motivation?
Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Another bus. That would be me. Okay.
Right. And action. Don't fuck with daddy.
Pop quiz. Hot shot.
Hot quiz, pop shot. Damn it.
Quiz pop shot.
God
Not.
damn it. Line. He just said line.
He said
like a play.
He was telling a joke. No, he wasn't. Can you read it again? He said it right, but the delivery is off. But yeah, that was my first like.
Okay. My next like was the Toon Man. When Keanu Reeves can't get anybody to stop on the fucking freeway, and he pulls over the dude in the Jag. He's like, I didn't steal the car, man. Not again. He's like, not again. Not again. This is my car. And he's like, it's not stolen. It is now. Move over. Commandeers his vehicle for official police business. And drives like an absolute fucking crazy person. And the whole time he's like, man, slow down. You don't go that fast. You just slow down, man. That was a good move.
Yeah, then he makes a move.
That was a good move.
Hey.
But you don't gotta go that fast, though.
That was a good move. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm gonna die. He's like, you insured? Yeah. Speeds up ahead of that bus, slams on the brakes just to knock the fucking door off of it.
I get it.
So he would have a clear jump.
Yeah.
Apparently. Couldn't have fucking stood on top of it. I don't know.
Nah, he hit his head on a bus.
He barely made it on that fucking thing. He didn't jump on it. He fell on that
I
thing.
don't make the rules.
I know.
But I get it.
But yeah, I guess.
Here's the thing. I agree with you. That was one of my likes. Toon Man.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically, I say this all the time, honestly. After Keanu jumps, he takes over the car. He said, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And he does it in Speed 2 as well.
Does he?
And I love it
Nice.
every time.
Nice.
And I wrote that down. Whoa shit. Whoa shit. Whoa shit.
Take the wheel. Take my door.
He's like, I'm at the Commandeer's phone. Take the phone.
Yeah, take the phone. Yeah, take it.
I love it.
I mean, in 1994, that was what, car phone, cell phone?
He had a phone. He had a Jag.
Yeah, he was living in L.A.
Drugs.
What?
He was a drug dealer.
I mean, he
Giving away free candy.
God. Hungry? Why wait? Have some drugs.
Want to get high? Why wait?
Yeah.
Either way.
What's in the center of that Tootsie Pop?
Meth.
Fentanyl. Meth. Meth on the outside. Heroin on the inside.
How many licks does it take? I don't know. I can't feel my tongue.
Get to the middle. There's the Narcans in the middle. You won't get to the middle.
You won't get to
You won't get there. You'll be dead. But no, he was my next like was the Toon Man. I thought he was good.
Speaking of tunes, my next like is the soundtrack. I enjoyed it every time. I don't even remember it. When I hear it, I'm like
the Metal Gear Solid theme.
I just get jazzed up. It's like this movie is a non-stop action movie. There's like 3 scenes where it's like no action. It's like, but we're back at it again, or at least we're driving a bus or whatever. It's amazing. I just love it. That's my next line.
Nice.
I'll let you go.
The next thing I wrote, Can Baby.
Yeah.
Because when Sandra Bullock is driving that fucking bus,
Love it.
all these cars, she's tearing up everything in front of her, hitting cars, barrels, signs,
Cop cars.
cops, get them.
Almost people.
Almost people. There's a woman pushing a baby carriage, like an old-fashioned like baby buggy, not even a stroller.
It was the one that the penguin was born in. Like from Batman Returns.
Yeah, like it had a canopy on it and everything.
It was all black. It was such a weird.
Walks out into this thing, like should have been like a vampire baby or some shit in it. Like pushes this fucking baby carriage out into the street. Gets fucking hit. And I lost
Flies in
it.
the air.
I lost it. I was like, yeah!
I couldn't wait.
Sandra Bullock's like freaking. She's like, I had a baby! I had a baby! And the fucking thing hits the ground and just cans. Just like soda cans, like soup cans. I don't know what the fuck, just cans. Just go everywhere.
Empty cans.
Empty cans. And Keanu was like, it's just cans.
This is cans.
It's just cans.
It's just cans.
It's just cans.
And then the lady's running down the street. Fuck, motherfucker!
Yeah, she's like, hey, what the fuck, my cans? And that's, which is insane to begin with. Who do you think you are?
Her.
And she's with another woman that is like seeing her off. Gives her a little smooch.
It looks like they just came from brunch.
Yeah, like go about your day with your babe, with your fucking can baby. No sense.
But also,
But it's amazing because it faked me out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love this. I was really hoping it was a baby in there though.
Hilarious.
Because
they ended that movie in 1993.
man, that would have been so good.
That movie would have never came out.
In a world where babies get hit by a bus.
Hilarious.
Keanu Reeves. Sandra Bullock. Can Baby. Coming soon to a theater near you. I wouldn't watch it unless they showed it getting hit by a bus in the trailer. It's just 90 minutes of it getting hit by a bus.
It's a good time.
But yeah, I fucking lost it. I lost my mind.
I tell you, man, this movie's everything.
Fucking irresponsible.
I agree with that. My next, realism.
I got one.
Now, when I say realism, what do we think? Do we think, shooting a submachine gun and the guy only has 2 feet to move and not getting hit? No. That's not the realism I'm talking about. Are we talking about the realism of a can baby getting hit in the street? No, we're not talking about that either. Are we talking about the realism of a bus jumping over a 100-foot section? No.
With no elevation.
It elevated.
No, but I mean like the area that the part of the street that it left and the part of the street that it landed on.
They were different heights.
No, they were not.
He said it was an interchange.
He said it, and then they showed it, and they were the same fucking elevation.
You might think it was a plot hole, but Keanu nipped that in the bud.
I'm not calling it a plot hole because that bus did a fucking wheelie. That bus jumped over a fucking shark on water skis.
Yes. Here's the thing. He nipped that in the bud. He was like, I know, the writers of this movie is like, I know they're going to say it's a plot hole, but what can we put in there? And he goes, there's 50-foot section. Hopefully we can make it over it. It's an interchange, so maybe the elevation is different. And that's what he says. And I'm like, well, I got to go with that. Keanu knows his bridges. I don't know why I know that, but I know he knows his bridges.
Does he?
He in this movie, he did, listen, he's only 30 in this movie. He did 13 years as a cop. He did 13 years as a bridge.
He was building bridges for 13 years. Oh my god.
Why is he here? I don't know. But he's here.
But he is.
No, the realism I'm talking about, the cops didn't check the fucking freight elevators. Of course they didn't. Cops are fucking stupid. Why would you not check the whole fucking building? Hey, he even said, he said, evac the whole building. There's a bomb on an elevator. Sweet. There's 3 sets of elevators. No.
So did they find the guy with a knife in his ear?
They never said.
Yeah.
No. Somebody will find.
I guess.
When they build that new elevator shaft, and we're like, hey,
Your haunted elevator shaft because there's a fucking dead dude in it.
I want to hear that voicemail though. Hey, John, you didn't clock out last night, and I know there's a bomb scare, but you still got to clock out. God damn it, John, answer the fucking phone. We need you. You didn't come in for your shift yesterday.
When you coming in?
Exactly. That's what it's gonna be.
John, I'm afraid there's no way we can keep you on at this point. It's been months. I don't know why we're still calling.
You know what you did, John? You screwed up. They find out what a screwdriver is here. Tobias, you blow hard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the big relationship expert. Oh, I'm sorry. Your wife is dead.
Excuse me. But yeah, I was just like, as soon as they were like, he's in the freight elevator. And he was chilling too. Just working on the circus board.
Yeah.
Just doing his thing. And he goes, like, and they're like, hey, he's down there. And it goes there and it's like, he's like, excuse me. Like he's just talking to himself. I was like, this is great because the cops don't do their fucking job. Anyway, A-cab all day. And that's my next like. I got 2 more.
Okay. I didn't write anything else down because I had never seen this movie before in my life.
Facts.
So I was just watching it.
Now he's watching it every day.
Jeff Daniels.
Pretty good.
I like Jeff Daniels in this movie.
Pretty good.
He was, he cracked wise here and there, but by and large, he was like the by-the-book cop guy, and Keanu Reeves was the renegade.
Hotshot.
Yeah, he was the hotshot young cop with
Something
to prove with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Jeff Daniels, he was like, your luck runs out. There was a lot of foreshadowing about his death, though. He got shot. He was like,
I thought he was going to be fine.
He was like, he's not. I thought you remember me telling you he was going to die.
See, I remember you saying something about him getting blown up, and the whole time I was like, are they going to blow up the fucking police station? Because he wasn't leaving it, and then he left it, and by that point, I had forgotten.
Yeah.
I had forgotten at that point.
That's good. That's good, though.
And the fact that when they blew him up, they went to Dennis Hopper's house. Like, we know where he lives. Let's go there. Go to his house.
To be fair, you said it before it even happened.
Jeff Daniels is in the... What do you mean?
You were like, he better not get blown up.
Well, Jeff Daniels is in the house, and you hear, what, the beep? Like, beep, beep. And they just, like, fucking... They were either close in on him and pulled back, or they were far away on him and, like, zoomed in a little bit.
It was... They did the far away zoom in, and he was like...
Like a big bead of sweat rolled down. Like,
fucking apple went from his chin to his fucking chest.
He put his finger in the collar of his shirt and was like, ooh, and some steam puffed out of it.
Should we give him the spare? Give him the spare, Bugs.
I don't know. I don't think he wants it. Let me have it. Well, I don't know, Bugs. He says let him have it. Yeah, the fucking house explodes. Someone who was, I'm guessing not Jeff Daniels, got blown through the window.
People got blown through
and got up.
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels did not.
He was in the middle of the blast.
He was just incinerated.
He was fucking Cyclops' brother.
Far and away the most expensive shot of the movie.
Worth it.
But yeah, I liked him. I thought he was good. When he was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Shoot the hostage?" That's totally ridiculous. That wouldn't happen. Immediately gets taken hostage. Eliminate the hostage. Shoots him. I can't believe you shot me. You told me to.
You told me to. He was 6 inches and be giving this medal to my wife. Yeah, because that shit was close as fuck.
He shot him in like the thigh.
Mm-hmm.
He could have bled out.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree though. Jeff Daniels was good.
Yeah. He was the guy in the chair.
He was the guy in the chair. Let's see. My next like, I never noticed in the whole time watching this until now that he never had a thumb. I didn't notice when I first watched it. I never know, but they showed it so many fucking times. I was like, shit. Because the first time I saw it, I wrote it down. I was like, oh shit, he showed his thumb. He didn't have a thumb. And then every time they showed him, I was like, okay, he doesn't have a fucking thumb. I get it. Golly, but I don't know why that was alike. It was just something I never noticed before. So I liked it. So that's my next line.
Next one for me, Sandra Bullock.
Pretty good. The Wildcat.
Yeah, the Wildcat. She drove the shit out of that bus.
She did. She looked good while doing it, too.
She did. Not to be that guy, but she was beautiful in this movie. But yeah, she drove the shit out of that bus, and then as soon as Keanu got on that bus and they were like talking, I was like, they're gonna fall in love.
You did say that. You were all over it. I didn't say. Mum's a word for me because I knew it was gonna happen.
I was like, there's, like you said, it's two conventionally attractive people. You can't stop it.
To be fair, Chris, I said there were two straight white people in a '90s movie, and they look great. They're gonna fall in love.
Like sands through the hourglass.
There's no way.
These are the days of our lives.
Listen, and I was like, I mean, what else? So, she's a damsel in distress. Then she cried. She did a big old ugly cry after the first crash. Then she was apologizing. She even was gonna sacrifice herself at the end. She's like, just go without me. He's like, what? No.
He's like, nah, I'll just crash this fucking train.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine.
Yeah. He's like, I'll jump the track. Like we jumped that bus, remember? I'll jump the track.
But no, Sandra Bullock, I thought she did a good job in this movie.
Same.
She drove the bus. I have been in Sandra Bullock's shoes so many times when people are giving me directions on the expressway. I'm like, stay on or get off, stay on or get off. And people like either won't respond or like the GPS like won't speak up. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Somebody's got to tell me what to do.
I never knew how bad people were giving instructions driving until my fiance had to give me instructions. So it's funny because she gave me instructions today. We went somewhere and she bought a fucking plant. And
you're welcome.
She bought a plant.
That was my idea.
I know. Am I welcome? It was her idea. She was not gonna not buy that plant. So I didn't even respond. I was like, just another status I won't respond to. But anyway, I never noticed how terrible people are at giving directions. So years ago, she's giving me directions to somewhere, and I'm like, hey, let me know when to turn. She was like, well, I did. You missed it. I was like, you never said anything. She was like, I pointed. I'm watching the road. She's like, well, that's a good point. I was like, I know. You're right. She was like, I pointed right a while ago. I was like, fuck off. So she did that today. She was like, well, you got to go this way. And she did it in front of my face. And I was like, if you point. She was like, you're right. I was like, just don't. Just stop. Actually, I don't even want to go anymore. Actually, you can walk. Because I was so annoyed. I was like, you and this pointing. She was like, she said something to me a while ago. She was like, I love when you drive. She was like, you pay attention the entire time. I was like, yeah, I do. No, she doesn't.
Okay.
A lot of people don't.
Fair.
And she's the big one. I'm like, girl, stop. Whatever you're doing. She's like, I hate driving. Call me misogynistic, but at that point, I'd be like, listen, get back in the kitchen.
Oh.
I don't say that.
When I was on today, I was on my way back to work to pick up something I had left behind. Stuck behind somebody doing 30 on Monroe Street. Mm-hmm. One of the busiest streets in the city, I would say.
Yeah.
Doing 30 in like a 40, but people often go 50. They were on their phone, like all the way on, not like doing this. It was like they had the wheel and the phone was basically like at the wheel, and they were just head down, staring right at it. And this is fucking ridiculous. I can't do this. I pass them. I almost never fucking pass people. Almost never.
I drive 8 different ways. I am always a safe driver, but I will be a petty driver because fuck you. The other day I was coming home. I was coming up 75 North. There's construction at one point. Goes on in 2 lanes. There was a semi on the side of me. Truck, big ass truck, on the side of me. And in the one part of the construction goes like this, like big. It's like a big turn, and then another big turn, and then you're like, it's like right when you get towards downtown. There's no exits either. So I think when you pass in a casino, I think it is. When you go, whatever. 2 lanes for about a mile. I see these lights. Like this was last night. It was yesterday, but kind of last night. But the lights like coming up quick, and I'm like, man, this car is coming up real quick. I'm like, I can't get over because there's a semi, and I'm already doing 60, and it's a 50. It's a 50 mile an hour zone. So me and the semi are like neck and neck. Like he's going as fast as I am. The guy in back of me, lights, starts doing the lights, honked his horn. I realize it's another fucking semi truck. He's doing like 80, 90. Because he came up so fast to the point where he had to stop. He had to hit his brakes. And that's why he started doing the lights and stuff. And I'm like, I can't go anywhere. And I'm not doing 90 in the construction zone, you idiot. No. And then he passed me. After he passed me, he slowed down. What did you? I was so fucking mad. And then I was like, I'm gonna catch up to him. I started doing 70. He was doing like 70 or 80 already still. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it because it's whatever. But if you get up behind me, if I'm in the left lane, I'm gonna do either 5 or 10 over the speed limit. I'll go faster. If you come up behind me acting like an idiot, I'm going to speed limit. Simple. Hands off. I got nowhere to be. Even if I got somewhere to be, guess what? Not anymore.
Yep.
And guess what? I can go as fast as you can go too. So try to go around me. All right. Well, time. I gotta be somewhere too, guys. Sorry. I don't. People be fucking with me, but see, that's the thing. I'm a safe driver, and I like I tell my fiance, I always look ahead of me. I look in front of me, but I look ahead of me more because I don't like hitting my brakes. I don't like hitting my brakes like all of a sudden. So I never, when I'm driving, there's like a lot of cars. I don't look at the car in front of me for brakes. I look at the car in front of them because when they hit their brakes, I hit my brakes. So that this person, I'm cool. I'm never gonna be up on you because there's no need to be. I don't need to be rear-ending people and shit like that. So I'm like, cool, whatever. I always look for cops in the median. Always, especially on the expressway. Always look for cops in the median. And if I see a cop, I'll get over it. Man, you know how many people pass me? And they're like, yeah, thanks. That's about. And then all of a sudden they pass in the cop like. And then I pass them. I'm like, somebody got pulled over the last time it happened to me, and I was like,
nice,
idiot, fucking dumbass. But anywho, speed. My like,
yes.
Last one, The Matrix. Let me read the passage to you.
I thought it was gonna be Keanu Reeves' legs.
I didn't write it down. I just was admiring his little bow-legged self, little cutie. Shoot. Oh no! I think I got out of the. Oh no! Dang it. Okay, so there is a quote that Howard Payne says. Dennis Hopper. And the way he said it, what he said, reminded me of Agent Smith. And I thought it was just so goddamn good. Let me find it real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. What's his name? Howard Payne?
Dennis Hopper?
Yeah. One of the quotes, "Do not fuck with daddy."
Yep.
And that's a good time. That's always a good time. And I remember when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, Chris is writing that down for
Of
sure."
course.
For sure. Because you laugh like a madman. He did too.
How could I? Dennis Hopper laughed like a madman at all of his own lines. In this fucking
he did, absolutely, 100%. And as he should. I mean, he was a fucking maniac. But anyway, do you have any more likes left? I can find this fucking quote.
I felt like I had something else, but I can't think of it anymore. It's probably about the bus jumping the fucking 50-foot gap with no elevation.
Okay, I found it. At the end of the movie, he goes, "Jack, a bomb is made to explode." And then from then, it's Agent Smith. That's its meaning. Its purpose. Your life is empty. Like, I loved it. As soon as I heard it, he goes, because the way he said it too, he's like, "It's purpose." And I was like, is that a little Agent Smith coming out?
Just
like,
stop making fucking bombs, Dennis Hopper. It's pretty simple.
I loved it. I was like, man, this is good times.
Just quit making bombs.
I don't know about bombs, but I know about this. Purpose. And that's because it was in Matrix 2, which is Reloaded, when he starts multiplying. He's like, "It's purpose that drives us, purpose that binds us." I love it. And the way he said it in this movie, I was like, oh, just another reason for me to talk about the Matrix. That's not even Keanu Reeves. So that's it. That's all I got.
I can't wait till we get to the Ninja Turtles movies to see if, like, you're like Matrix, and I will lose my fucking mind.
Why not?
I don't know. Just because I would love to see what a connection could be.
I got him all day. On deck.
That can't be ninja fighting.
No, that ain't it.
Because that'd be too obvious.
Pipe pizza. No.
No. No.
Let's see. Any dislikes?
I didn't have any.
Good. You shouldn't. Because I wasn't going to be upset. Not because it's my favorite movie. That's not it.
I thought Showgirls was your favorite movie.
It is. I have a lot of favorite movies.
That's fair.
To be fair.
That's good.
Megamind, Scott Pilgrim.
There it is.
Showgirls. What's another favorite? The Matrix. What else you got? Justice League, Snyder Cut. Love it.
Man of Steel.
Not my favorite, but I love it.
Okay.
I love it. It's still one of my children. Love it. Not my favorite.
God.
But
it's not my favorite child. But I claim it.
I love it. Some of the Mission Impossible. The latest one with Henry Cavill.
With the Man of Steel.
Fucking amazing. Angela Bassett's in it. I love it, love it, love it. Benji's in it again, of course. Love that guy.
Benji.
That's his name in Mission Impossible, but Shaun did.
Oh, okay.
Can't think of his name.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, that guy.
When you said Benji, all I could think of was Adam Scott.
Yeah, a little Benji.
Because they call him that in Parks and Rec.
Hilarious. That's funny. I had no dislikes as well because you can't dislike a perfect movie, so there's that. With that being said, Slushie Meter.
Okay.
What do you got for me? Now keep in mind, it's 1994. Keep in mind, it's amazing.
All right.
That's it.
So it's an old movie. We know how I feel about those.
How do you feel about old movies?
I know how we feel about those.
Oh, okay. Do we feel
on
the same?
podcast? Some of we.
Well, I know I do.
No, it means nothing to me. I give this movie a 4.
Nice.
I give solid 4.
It's a good movie.
It was goofy and fun. And
As
honestly,
it should be.
what more could I want from a movie that was once described by Homer Simpson as I'm approximating because I can't remember the exact lines, but it's something along the lines of, I heard about this movie about a bus that had to speed around town, and if its speed dropped below 50 miles an hour, it would explode. I think it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down.
Yes.
And the only reason I know about Speed 2 is also because of The Simpsons. I think it's on the episode where Otto crashes the bus and the kids end up on that fucking island.
Hilarious.
And Milhouse is like, this is like Speed 2, but with a bus instead of a boat. This is the same fucking thing. I was like, this is stupid.
It's a dumbish
Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. I will never watch these movies. And here we are.
Speed 1 is top notch. Speed 2 is way below.
So Speed 2 takes place on a boat.
She's on a cruise.
Oh, it's a cruise ship, not like a speedboat type thing.
There's a speedboat.
Okay.
She's on a cruise, if
Sandra
I remember correctly. I don't remember correctly, but she's on a cruise ship. He's in the speedboat, and he has to stop the cruise ship from blowing up or something like that. It's weird.
Do they run out of ocean?
There's a big gap in the ocean.
Is the ocean under construction? Because the fucking highway was under construction in this one.
Well, yeah.
The the fucking train tracks were under construction in this one, and I said it during the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, if this was a boat, the ocean, the water, they'd run out of water. Or
Well,
the water
yes,
would be under construction.
obviously they do, Chris, because at the end of the world, it's a flat Earth, and it just
You just drive off,
simple.
and then you explode instantly.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure
You
that's how
turn
it
into
works.
a tree, a fucking weeping willow.
What?
I don't know. But yeah, that's
Flat Earth.
my
Who stands to gain anything from the flat Earth theory?
nothing at all. I don't want to get into that.
Big Globe has their hands in everybody's pockets, making everybody think the world is round. What's to be gained from being misled about the shape of the Earth?
Fair. So let me read you the premise for Speed 2.
Please.
I was close. A computer hacker.
Is that Willem Dafoe?
I don't know. I might have to watch this movie. A computer hacker breaks into the computer system of the Seabourn Legend cruise liner and sets it speeding on a collision course into a gigantic oil tanker.
The other one can't just move.
I don't have the answers, okay? I'm just I feel like Dave Chappelle. Why don't you just move? If I don't want to get pissed on, I'ma move. Yeah, so there's that.
Turn dramatically to the camera and say, I'm in. Because I'm guessing that's what happened in the hacking scene. It's really,
I assume.
I'm in. I'm into the mainframe.
Yeah, somebody was in the somebody was in the mainframe.
And then, all you see is the room's totally dark, except for all the green on the screen lighting up the room. And there's probably some techno-y music playing.
Yeah. Well, this was before the Matrix, so the green stuff didn't really pop off like that until the Matrix. When the Matrix came out, then all the tech scenes were green.
I don't know. I believe there probably would be some.
I believe you. I'm just saying it didn't really pop up. Because, have you ever seen the movie Hackers?
Mm-mm.
Angelina Jolie, Matthew Lillard, great movie. Every time they were in a dark room, it wasn't green like that,
No?
the Matrix. No, not at all. It was, it just was numbers everywhere. There were a lot of shadows because their face was illuminated a lot, but it was never green. It was just different code, but not green code. You know what I mean? The Matrix. I'm sorry, Chris, but the Matrix set off a lot.
Fair.
What's going on out there, man? And I don't make the rules.
Now that I think about it, there's a computer scene in Ninja Turtles 2, and I don't think it's green. Everyone else is green. But the computer is not.
So somebody else, I don't know who wrote this storyline, but this is hilarious. So let me read this to you because this is funny. For Speed 2 again. Annie Porter, the woman who was held on a bus with a bomb attached to it, and that will go off if it slows down. She dated a cop who saved her, but broke up with him because he was constantly putting his life in danger. That's why Keanu didn't come back. She would then date a guy named Alex, who was also a cop, but told her that he does a mundane assignment. But she eventually learns that he works for the same unit that the other guy, I didn't know any of this, that the other guy worked for and is also addicted to danger. So this guy is apparently in the same SWAT the same SWAT unit.
So he knew Jeff Daniels then too.
So I'm assuming, yeah. So does he get like a little cameo on the desk?
Was he in the bar scene and we just didn't see him?
I don't know. She wants to break up with him, but he surprised her with a cruise.
Oh boy,
a Caribbean cruise. She agrees to go. She agrees to go, and he's planning to propose.
Ooh,
this is juicy right here. This is juicy writing. But then he notices another passenger acting peculiar.
This has to be Willem Dafoe.
He can't help but try to find out what's up with him. He's Geiger. That is William Dafoe.
Nice.
A computer man. Whoever wrote this is hilarious.
A computer
man who designed the ship system, who was fired. And then he got back on the ship somehow. He then
quit firing and doing all these crazy people wrong because they're just going to come back and put bombs all over everything.
He then takes over the ship system and sets it on course that will send it into a tanker. Alex tries to stop him. This was written by RCS0411 at yahoo.com. I'm dead serious.
I mean, it sounds like
By the way, Gary Oldman was offered to play this movie
as
Geiger. He turned it down so he can be in Air Force One. Get off my damn plane.
Never saw it.
Great. It's a good movie. It's hilarious. It's a president actually kicking ass.
Yeah, because it's President Indiana Jones, right?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Busting heads. Chickless style.
Oh man.
He because he like physically throws someone off of his plane, doesn't he?
Yeah, Gary Oldman. Yeah, he's the villain in the movie.
He throws someone off a blimp in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
And then he gets thrown off of a thing in Force Awakens. After he gets stabbed by his son.
Yes, he does.
So, full circle. It's just a story of life.
I suppose, yes.
My rating for this movie, this amazing movie, Speed, I'll give it a 5 because I love this movie. It's a great movie. I can watch it every day and never be bored, and I'll find something new, just like I found this time, because the man didn't have a thumb the entire time. The whole time. It was Bruce Willis. The whole time. That's not the plot. That wasn't it. That wasn't the twist. It wasn't. But yeah, that's it. Anything else about Speed?
About Speed? No.
Okay.
What are we gonna do next?
I have no idea. What? Turtles? Turtles. I mean, if I gotta twist your arm about it.
No, not even a little. I'm down. You know I'm down.
No, facts, 100%.
Yes, this is gonna be so good.
Yeah, the Toon Man. His boat was named Toon Man, by the way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Oh, and Matt came back too. Who's Constance?
Oh shit! No, I did have one more like.
What was that?
Everybody's fucking fired.
Oh, yeah.
You're all fired. Everybody's fucking fired.
Hilarious. Okay. Remember the lady in the elevator? when I first saw the one who was hesitant to get out. When I first saw this,
Like the last one to get out? Okay.
I thought she was the same as Helen. I was like, this bitch just got off the elevator and now she's in the fuck. Oh, I would have tried to jump off that bitch.
We're all gonna die.
She comes back in the second one.
Helen? Oh.
The chick who was in the elevator.
Helen's dead.
The chick in the elevator, she comes back.
Is she hesitant to get off the boat in the second one? Man, we're about to crash into the oil tanker. You gotta get off. Oh, I'm afraid. Get off the fucking boat, lady.
Nah, in this one, she's chilling while it's life-threatening. She's like, you know what? Yeah, that's
You know, I was once trapped in an elevator that was about to explode. This is nothing.
And guess who saved us?
Bring me.
Is he not in this movie?
Bring me another Mai Tai.
The burning.
It burns me.
Oh, man.
Can't even see where the knob is.
Singing.
Evacuate all the school children. Ah!
Scene. We wanted something a little more toned down. Would you like to do that differently? No. I love that show. Okay.
Same.
That's it. Next up is something else. I'm sure, actually, by the time this comes out, I'm sure we've done Black Adam.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm like 5 movies back, and I haven't edited one yet. Life, guys.
Reasonable.
Life gets in the way.
Reasonable.
Life finds a way. But yeah, after this should be Turtles. I don't see why not. All right. Excuse me. That's it. This has been Keith.
Don't fuck with daddy. This has been Chris.